and um, pull him away from his piloting for a little while longer.
Commander,
I assume everything is going well up here?
I really want a chance to put the Normandy through her paces. I just have to trim up the drive output and it'll be like we never lost her.
Safety standards advise against manipulating drive settings while engines are powered and in use, Mr. Moreau.
Commander, can we shut this thing off? I don't need it in my day-to-day.
I'm no fan either, but we're stuck with it.
Until I find a soldering gun. There's gotta be some wires I can cross to make it hurt.
No sabotage. Understood?
Yeah, don't break the boss's toys.
I didn't want to say that I wasn't a fan of her. Like, I'm warming towards her.
Ever think about the old Normandy and the trouble we got up to?
Yeah, those seem like the good old days now, but come on, it was hell at the time. Geth, Saren, Sovereign, and then we got dumped. We're stuck in a weird place, sure, but back then it wasn't all sunshine and bunnies.
Yeah, that's the kind of stuff where it's fun to play it in a video game, but going through it in real life would not be fun at all. So, what are the old crew up to, Joker?
What happened to the rest of the old crew? I heard most survived.
Almost did. Presley didn't. The rest of us just sort of drifted apart. The Alliance didn't care. I don't think they liked all the non-humans in your crew. We were your team, Commander. With the Normandy destroyed and you gone, there wasn't much keeping us together.
What do you think about the people we're picking up?
Well, about the ones you went out with last, I would never say anything against Miranda and expect to survive the reprisal. Jacob is way too nice a guy for the number of ways he knows how to kill people. It's just my opinion, though. There's really no need to go spreading it around.
Alright, I won't.
So, how do you think we're doing?
Well, the Normandy's not as ready as she could be. There's always more we could upgrade. As for the crew, you'd have to ask a people person.
That's
Okay.
it for now.
See you, Commander.
I think that, you know, I played through this game twice and I just got that reference. Kelly specifically said she was a people person, and she will often tell you if there's anything important on the...
Commander, there's a message waiting at your private terminal. I believe it's from Counselor Anderson.
Well, that's interesting. And I will have to go and check my terminal. But yeah, Kelly said she was a people person, and if you talk to her regularly, she'll let you know if anything is bothering a certain member of your squad. And she'll advise you on how to interact with them. If there's something you don't want to do because it'll piss them off, if there's something you do want to do because it'll make them feel more comfortable, stuff like that. I'll go back down to the crew quarters, and because Miranda's office is over here, it's a good idea to speak with her.
Commander, what can I do for you?
What exactly are your duties, aside from keeping an eye on me?
I'm the Elusive Man's agent. You're his most important asset. My job is to make sure you succeed. Aside from that, I send regular reports to the Elusive Man, updating our status.
Anything I should know regarding the Normandy?
The crew's working well, and the ship appears to be performing to specifications.
You have a minute, Miranda?
No doubt you've got a lot of questions. Cerberus isn't as evil as most people believe. If I can help allay any of your concerns, I'd be happy to do so. So, what would you like to know?
I know what we're doing here, but what's Cerberus's long-term goal?
The advancement of the human race. Nothing more, nothing less. The Solarians have the Special Tasks Group. The Asari have their legendary commandos for stealth and recon operations. Cerberus is humanity's answer to those organizations.
I actually thought that was a good point the first time I heard it, and yeah, if it's more like other races have their elite people, and we are that sort of thing for humanity instead of humanity's great, everybody else sucks, we only care about humanity, that's not so bad.
But those organizations are regulated by governments. Who keeps Cerberus in check?
Nobody. We're privately funded and our backers trust the elusive man to make the right decisions. But he's very clear about our goals. Protect humanity and serve its advancement.
Now, yeah, Shepard just made a good point there himself, because, I mean, not that you can always trust a government to do the right thing, but government oversight of, say, this Solarian STG by the Solarian government is better than no oversight. If, it was just, if there was just one guy running things and he made all the decisions and nobody could put any restrictions on him or stop him from doing something bad or stupid. As far as Cerberus is concerned, it's just the elusive man calls all the shots, and we just have to trust that he knows what he's doing and that he doesn't do anything bad. Is he worthy of that trust? Right now, the jury's out.
Are you military or political? Or both?
Cerberus has several divisions. Political, military, scientific. But we're all working towards the same goal. The teams you encountered before your accident were mostly part of our military division. But not all Cerberus operations use the same protocols. We try not to get bogged down in bureaucracy or formality.
What kind of resources does Cerberus have?
We're very well funded, though I doubt anyone other than the elusive man knows exactly how well. But our resources aren't unlimited. Reviving you and rebuilding the Normandy was a significant investment, and a significant risk. We're all hoping you can do the impossible, Shepard. No pressure.
What can you tell me about the elusive man?
Not much that you don't already know. Even I don't have access to most of his background. And you've seen more of him than most ever do. It's rare for him to become directly involved in missions, but you're something special. Whatever else people might say about him, I can assure you he's got humanity's best interests at heart. That includes you and me.
Tell me what the deal with his freaky eyes is. Or whatever. What's the deal with his eyes?
How can you be sure of that if you know so little about him?
I didn't get to where I am without knowing how to gauge people's motives and ambitions. Even from brief encounters. He's no saint, and he'd be the first to admit it. But he is committed. Humanity couldn't have a better advocate.
If he's all about the ends justifying the means, then I cannot say I approve. Okay, tell me about yourself, Miranda.
Tell me about yourself, Miranda.
Oh, I guess that's fair. I've spent the last 2 years learning everything there is to know about you. Well, you should probably know that I've had extensive genetic modification. Not my decision, but I make the most of it. It's one of the reasons the elusive man handpicked me. I'm very good at just about anything I choose to do.
Yes, she is. I would have said you're modest too. But...
You certainly don't lack for confidence.
It's just a fact. My reflexes, my strength, even my looks, they're all designed to give me an edge. No point in hiding from it. It's the reason I'm trusted to oversee the most dangerous, risky, and technically demanding operations Cerberus undertakes. And it's why I was assigned to you. It's my job to make sure you succeed, Shepard.
Speaking of Miranda's looks, I would like to mention that, and we do see this, her pants are around her ass are so tight that they wrap around her ass crack. Like the fabric is literally touching her rectum. I mean, that's, I'm all for fan service, but that just doesn't look good. And when you get the chance to pick another outfit for her, I'm gonna take it. I don't know. I don't know if it's it might be just as tight, but it's darker at least, so it's not as blatant as a white fabric wrapped skin tight around her ass cheeks. and crack and everything. But okay, you're genetically modified? Tell me about that.
What level of genetic modification are we talking about?
That's very thorough. Physically, I'm superior in many ways. I heal quickly, and I'll likely live half again as long as the average human. My biotic abilities are also very advanced. For a human. Add to that some of the best training and education money can buy, and, well, it's pretty impressive, really.
Sounds like you were designed to be perfect.
Maybe, but I'm not. I'm still human, Shepard. I make mistakes like everyone else. And when I do, the consequences are severe. Everyone expects a lot from someone with my abilities.
Well, it's good that you can at least admit you're fallible, Miranda. All right.
Thanks for the information, Miranda. I'll talk to you later.
Of course, Commander. Whatever you need.
Speaking of sleeping arrangement, there is her bed. If you choose to romance her, you can use it.
You came all the way down here to see us?
You're speaking to our commanding officer.
I'm touring the ship, getting to know my crew.
I'm Engineer Ken Donnelly, handling the power control systems. This is Gabby.
That's Engineer Gabriella Daniels, actually. I'm responsible for the propulsion systems.
What can we do for you, Commander?
What do you think about Cerberus?
Actually, we don't know much about the organization other than the Normandy team. We know our mission and who's in charge.
We're off to kick the collectors right in their daddy bags. That's enough for me.
I like that. Kick 'em right in the daddy bags.
How did you end up with Cerberus, Gabby?
Kenneth and I have been partners in crime since we graduated from Tech Academy. When he got the Cerberus offer, I insisted that it include me. He'd fall apart without me.
Thanks, Mum.
Also, I love engines, and the Normandy is state-of-the-art. When I got the opportunity to work on her, I had to jump.
So how did you get an offer to join Cerberus, Ken?
Once you were gone, the Alliance brass descended like vultures, tearing apart everything you'd said. I was very public with my defense for you. I didn't hold back.
That's an understatement. If Kenneth wasn't such a talented engineer, they'd have court-martialed him for insubordination.
But it got me noticed by the elusive man. He made an offer, and here I am.
Where did you receive your training?
Both Gabby and I started in the Alliance, serving on the SSV Perugia.
She flew in the first wave at the Battle of the Citadel. We saw Sovereign firsthand.
Why did you leave the Perugia?
After you died, Anderson lost political clout. The Council backslid on the Reaper menace.
They discounted Sovereign as an isolated threat, as a single...
Which was bullshit. They said your warnings of a greater danger were mistaken or delusional.
We lost respect for Alliance leadership. We need to fight the real enemy, and only Cerberus seemed to be doing that.
It should have been obvious to people that Sovereign was not just another Geth ship. Oh well. Covered everything there. Do you guys want me to get you anything? Is it going to be more food?
Are you set up okay down here?
We can't complain. I just wish it didn't take so long to calibrate the FBA arrays.
Kenneth, you're complaining.
No, tell me
What
what's
kind of
wrong.
problems are you having?
When they upgraded the Normandy design, they got a bit sloppy with the FBA couplings. I won't bore you with the tech, but there is an array of attenuators in the primary power transfer system that channels the field bleed.
Kenneth, you're boring the commander with tech. In short, if we had T6 FBA couplings installed, it'd save us a lot of maintenance time each day.
Why isn't something like that already installed?
It's probably just a design oversight. Efficiency isn't affected, it's a maintenance issue.
Also, the T6 model can be hard to find. Nash and Stellar Dynamics discontinued them.
We could probably find used ones in the Omega markets, but we have no time for shore leave.
Carry on.
Will do, Commander.
I just realized we have a Scottish engineer here. And I don't know whether that was intentional, like let's kind of do the same thing as Star Trek did, or whether it's just coincidence. We need to figure out, we need to kind of make this crew diverse. Let's make this guy Scottish, and he just happened to be one of the engineers. If it were just him by himself, then I think I would, it would be a lot, I would be a lot more likely to think of Scotty. But since he's always with Gabby there, it kind of makes a difference.
I'm amazed Shepard came down to see us.
I told you he would.
It's not a enormous ship, guys. I mean, if I didn't stop to talk to everybody, then I could, cover every inch of it in like 5 minutes. Probably. Oh, Edie, tell us what this area of the ship is. If I can find... Where the hell is... There she is.
What's this area of the ship?
This is main engineering, which contains the ship's main fusion plant and Mass Effect core.
Yep. The things that make the ship go are here. We are now in the bowels of the ship. Cot. I wonder if there will be anybody joining us who will be sleeping on that. I know, of course, you do not. Or maybe you do if you played this game before and are just watching the Let's Play because you like watching Let's Plays. In any case, I'm not going to spoil things. We have one more stop. The very top of the ship. Well, top being relative since there is no up or down in space. It's my cabin.